Welcome to the Deadly Addictions channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Wolf Man. Alright, first off, I did not see a trailer. I didn't know who made it, who was in it. Had nothing on my mind about it. I had just did a podcast on a great movie called Late Night with the Devil. It was in a good place. I think a friend saw a trailer, mentioned it to me. So I watched Wolfman. Oh my god, I hate this fucking movie. Holy shit. Not only do I hate it, but my brain's telling me this is a bad movie. It sucks. It's shit. But I'm going to temper that a little bit. But there's nothing I like about this movie. And when I went to do my podcast and I go on and I open up, IMDb or Wiki, I don't know who the fuck Leigh Whannell is. I don't know the actors or actresses, whatever. But looking into it, who the fuck is this guy Leigh Whannell? And this is a bad movie. First off, I'm not a fan of the Saw series. It's all bullshit. But I don't think he directed those. I could be wrong. Insidious, he directed one of those. And like Invisible Man, I didn't like that movie. It's one thing to title your movie and try to do a reinventing and modernizing a Universal's monster or, any type of genre. But you're calling it The Invisible Man, and it was, to me, I didn't like it. There are elements in it. It's one of those movies where I go, I know why people like it. It's not for me. But then I think about Hollow Man. I think that's, I forgot his name. Kevin Bacon's in there. And there you go. A great take on modernizing The Invisible Man. And they didn't use The Invisible Man title. But here we've got Wolfman. And this movie is so shitty. I fucking can't believe I wasted time on this movie. It will not be something I watch again. It has no interest in what they could have done. There's nothing here. From bad dialogue, bad acting, everything. Sound. I fucking couldn't stand this movie. What can I say that's good? Maybe like a shot or two. No themes expand and grow on me. Like one scene where he's seeing the perspective of a wolf man or infected man, whatever the fuck it is. And like maybe one other scene. Oh, the shot at the end, such a beautiful shot. I don't give a fuck. Your movie sucks. Everything. And it even starts off with the hitchhiker was disappeared, right? How the fuck does that have to do anything with a virus? Right? It's like, oh, hitchhikers vanish and spark speculation about a virus linked to the region's wildlife. Oh, really? So it's not as easy as, mauled by bears or cougars or something. It could be a virus infection. And it just fucking annoyed me. Then we got the fucking opening, might be the best part of the movie, because I did like the father in the beginning. I gotta say that. I like the father. That little, I don't know, what is it, the first 10 minutes of the movie kind of work. I say kind of because there's always something that fucking annoys me in this movie. But I'll give it that. The father and his son teaching him about survival in the woods. You can tell he's a military type hard ass. Makes his bed. 700 hours. All the telltale signs of a military strict father. Even when he tells the kid about a mushroom that's deadly, don't eat it, and he questions the kid, and he gets a little upset. It seems relatable, and I don't know. I really don't care about the fucking, what could be told in this scene. Is he an abusive father? I don't think so. Physically, you want to call that mental abuse, fine, whatever. Okay, so the kid's with his father, trying to learn about hunting. And the kid runs away from his father to get a fucking better shot at the deer. when he first sees the Wolf Man type thing. And I was like, oh, this is spoilers, okay? I don't give a fuck. I fucking can't stand this movie. So, right off the bat, like, you're in the fucking woods and your father's teaching you about survival. You know, if it's one thing, he's probably, you know, we can infer that he's talking about the gun and, you know, safety, and he's teaching about the, you know, the mushroom and this and that. You don't sneak away from your father or whatever the fuck to get a better shot on the fucking deer. It just seemed forced. Then they run into a tree blind, a deer blind, I think it's called, a little tree house thing where you're up in the trees and you can shoot from, but it's real challenging shit. Anyway, and then it's the first indications that this thing he saw is an animal or something, and the father shoots at it. So you could say I might have been sucked into the movie here if it would have continued here. Because you already got a movie with nobody in it, right? What is it, 4 people in the whole fucking movie? So you're already set on doing a small, quiet, not a lot of people, out in the woods type movie. Your first movie, if you wanted to do a trilogy, the movie should have been about the father and the son. And then we can cut in the second movie to when he's an adult, whatever. But it was the only part of the movie I gave a shit about a relationship or the acting. Did it draw me in? But no, we cut 30 years later. The young kid's a father with a wife and a kid. And to me, this has to be poor directing, reshoots, whatever the fuck. I didn't even care about the fucking site. If it's delayed and you had a different director and Ryan fucking Gosling, whoever the fuck. I don't care. You put a product out. It's a movie that I'm watching and I'm going to fucking talk about it. No one in this movie has any chemistry, depth. The dialogue is fucking horrible. You're not even being real. You're not even being funny. You're not being anything but bland, boring shit. And I will watch Benicio del Toro, fucking Wolfman, Jack Nicholson, Van fucking Helsing. I watch and I have a ball with. Yeah, I know dumb, stupid movies, but even going back, Lon Chaney, Jr., the fucking Wolfman, Abbott and Costello, I'm a fucking huge fan. I love the what they tried to do, at least in the whole series with Kate Beckinsale. You know, there's treats out there. Fuck Twilight and all that shit, but you know, they've made an attempt. You've got some Wolfman movies scattered out. Let's go back to American Werewolf in London and fucking The Howling, Wolf, you know. There are some gems out there that might not stand the test of time in graphics and stuff, but tell a fucking story that is pretty decent. There's nothing about this movie that I fucking can say stands out at all. So these 3 fucking people, the mother, the father, and the fucking kid are fucking in some kind of weirdness. You know, the father's not working, the mother's doing the work. He's at home dad, whatever the fuck. And then he meets her at work and he's like, look, let's go away. My father passed away. Well, I'm sorry. They just got the notice that his father is declared dead, right? Oh, shit. Great foreshadowing type stuff. And okay. So now that his father's declared dead, he gets the key to the cabin or the house or whatever. He's got to go collect his things and, I guess, settle affairs, right? That's how this fucking works. The older we get, the more people we lose. You start fucking becoming skilled at it. And the wife decides to go with him with the kid, and there's no attachment here. I'm just less than an hour in. I'm waiting for this fucking movie to end. It's one of those cliches. What's the best part of the movie? When it ended. It just feels like that. Now, thinking about Blumhouse before I continue, again, I give no fucks. I didn't know anything about this movie. No director, no studio, actor, nothing. Now going to do this podcast, I find out Lee Winnell's a director, and I couldn't care for anything he fucking has ever done. Writing-wise, anything. To me, there's really nothing much there. If you want to give credit, I'll give credit to maybe one of the Insidiouses, Sinister, you know, whatever. But their fucking wrecking of Halloween and ripping off The Exorcist for fucking money. This is just what it felt like. And the amazing thing is, I didn't know. As soon as I noticed that this was an infection movie, and this guy's using the Wolf Man and trying to say he's updating it for the modern age, is garbage. It's fucking bullshit. It seems like Blumhouse's fucking way of trying to garner interest. I can't wait to go look online. Oh, you know what? In a way, I don't want to, I'm going to get a headache now to see the fucking responses here. Because it's one thing to say you like a movie and it sucks, hey, I've done it, I've said it, I'm guilty. I like some bad movies. I get entertainment out of it. I try to be honest. But this is going to be a roller coaster ride of bullshit and nonsense. And, guarantee you the fucking reviews that are good are going to be, press past this, special this, I met this actor there, something. But it's all that fucking is, and it's just fucking old and tired now. But at least the people are knowing it. It's in the zeitgeist. That's why YouTubers are going to become way more popular than, or most of them, than, like fucking mainstream bullshit. We're not going back to the Ebert and Rogers fucking type thing. Okay, so there you go. I didn't know nothing about this movie. I go, fuck Willie Winnell, fuck Blumhouse. Now I'm saying it. But we're in the fucking forest driving in a U-Haul type thing. You're going to collect all this shit. I get it. And they kind of get lost. Well, he doesn't recognize the area, but he thinks this is where his father's cabin is, or the house, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And he sees a fence, and there's a guy in a fucking tree blind, whatever the fuck you want to call it, maybe, with a rifle. And he's like, hey, what are you doing here? Blah, blah, blah. Again, shitty dialogue everywhere. Oh, I remember you as a kid. Blake or whatever the fuck. Oh, yeah, I know you. Just horrible. He goes, okay, I'll jump in. I'll show you where to go. Again, there's fucking nothing here except for one interesting thing, that the wife looks more afraid when the guy gets in the car than she does in the whole fucking movie. So I don't know what's going on director-wise. I get the Phantom Menace vibes here where, you got a director and his vision is what he's putting out, and these are clearly exceptional actors all around, so I don't want to shit on them. And even though I don't know them, I just want to give credit there, because this feels like a botched experiment of, trying to make fucking money off Wolf Man type shit. So they're driving. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Yeah. I think I like the crash. Okay, so they're driving and the guy's in the car. He's like, oh, yeah. And again, the dialogue sucks. It's all bullshit. Shitty bullshit about, I'm pretty tough, whatever. Whatever. It's just fucking annoying. But the driver, the young kid from the beginning, the father of the fucking movie, sees a man in the road, if you can call it a man, whatever, and he swerves. And according to my papers here, my notes, I like the way the crash looked. I think it's Christopher Abbott as Blake, and that looked cool. All right, so yeah, 9 seconds or 6 seconds was pretty cool. It kind of tilts over, and here's where, like, you just start knowing where the bullshit's coming, like, from the beginning. Again, you're almost caught up in the beginning with this father-son relationship and where it's going, and there's a beast in the woods, blah, 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 blah. But the guy who's showing them how to get there, a childhood friend or associate, I guess, falls out the door because it's leaning on that side, and he lands on the ground trying to get his gun, and Blake sees in the rearview mirrors, and this is annoying because it wasn't done right. It just didn't feel right. The way he's trying to capture it in the camera, it just looked fucking stupid. And then he decides to reach over, close the door that the guy fell out from. Now, mind you, he's leaning to the right. He's driving. So the passenger door is open. He grabs it and closes it. Now, just get out the fucking window. You got your kid out, your wife out on the roof of or the side, I guess, right? Because it's on its side. Just get out of the fucking car. What do you think is going to happen? So the guy gets attacked by something he's seen in the mirror, dragged off. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, before or after, he closes the fucking window, closes the door, and then the most bullshit thing happens. This beast or whatever breaks the window and slices his arm with one nail or two, whatever the fuck. You don't see it immediately in the rip of the fabric of the coat, but you just see him like, ow, the window breaks, whatever. And already I'm going, you're not going to fucking do this, right? This is how it's going to go. This is your reimagining. Well, yes, they did it. They got him and his wife get away with the kid, and they're running through. He thinks he knows where it is. He finds his father's house. He's got to bust open the keys, get in, and boom, things start banging on the door. All right? So it turns out, spoilers, that a scratch from this creature will turn you into rodent man or infected man. That's it. That's this whole movie. Because there's no ebb and flow of, oh my God, what am I becoming? The moon's out. Oh, I'm human again. There's whatever. It's a bite from a werewolf. You know, fuck your modernizing nonsense. You keep some things tied, or you call it something different. Call it infected man. Whatever. The worst fucking practical effects, the worst Wolfman thing I've ever seen in my life. Again, you got a cool scene because his transformation is within one fucking night from a scratch. And he's getting this sight, like everybody's glowing, their eyes are glowing. So there's one good scene there, I guess the car scene, but when I say it doesn't work, it's because one or two scenes, a bright splash at the end of this valley does not make a good movie. I don't care what the fuck his intentions were, how much he's beloved on certain other things, maybe. But this is bad, in my opinion. So we've got the wife, the kid, the little girl, and... okay, so Christopher Abbott is Blake, Julia Gardner is Charlotte Love, and she's good. Again, Matilda Firth. I am not gonna say these actors suck. I just don't know enough about them, and that would be not giving them credit, the benefit of the doubt. This is a director vision type thing, so it's all garbage. The dialogue is shit. Even some things that are supposed to be really heartfelt just feel fucking. It just feels like bullshit. And so here we go. The movie is him slowly, gradually transforming. The wife doing stupid things, trying to call whatever, not understanding. Oh no, he doesn't hear words. He's not speaking words properly. Let's write it down. You think these are all really cool reimaginings on whatever this infected man is trying to do and what the movie's trying to accomplish, but it amounts to nothing. Nothing. Like, they had a cool scene with the spider, and by the time it ended, I was just fucking annoyed. Like, no, it just a fucking Wolfman losing his hair. I mean, what are we doing here? What does it look like in its finished product? What is the eventual Wolfman thing that comes to kill them look like? What is this reimagining? So your reimagining of a Wolfman is a virus infection like rabies, sure. Then it's like a zombie movie, a fast-moving zombie movie. This is not a fucking Wolfman movie. I don't care. This is bullshit. And maybe right before doing my podcast that I'm looking up everything, that I'm getting excited and angry because, one, there's nothing I really like from this guy, Lee Winnell. Two, Blumhouse is bullshit. You got a couple of things in there, sure, and I'm glad they're there, that they, have low budget quality movies from time to time, but you're making a shitload of money off other names and franchises, and it doesn't sit well with me. And it would sit well with me if they were fucking good. Like I said, I could see why people like Sinister. And I kind of probably think it's good. I got to watch it again. The Insidious, put those movies in the loud. Well, see, I think Sinister doesn't do it too much. It's more creepier, and just the fucking thing behind it is dumb with the fucking father. Anyway, loud bangs, screeching noises with a jump scare is not my idea of a horror movie. Anybody could startle me. A fucking dog, a fucking kid walking out my door. You know, this is not the enjoyable horror that I want to watch. And again, American Werewolf in London, a little comedy, dark humor, and you go on the other end, you know, The Howling and the original Wolf Man. You know, what are you going to say? Oh, it's the same thing. The guy comes back to his home after a long time and the curse. No, this is garbage. I can't believe how much I don't like this movie. So, of course, since we know, because it comes from the way in the beginning, this Wolfman that's trying to attack and that scratched the father is actually, ready? Blake's father. Can you believe it? Sam Jagger, probably the best actor in this movie. Or, no, say again, I don't want to keep fucking on the actors. The best performance, meaning like I felt he was real. It felt like it was, you know, whatever. And then they got a guy as his werewolf. It sucks. And the father's going to try to kill them. He's half transformed. Oh no, I'm going to get spoilers. We got a gruesome scene. He's chewing on his arm because of the blood. Get it? And flesh eating. Why not make it a Wendigo movie? You know, like, is that what it really is? It's secretly not a Wolfman. It's a Wendigo movie, and you know, because you eat your own flesh and you get cursed. Anyway, this movie's clearly saying virus infection thing. The transformations look horrible. So every part of this is just roll my fucking eyes. I can't believe this was done. They gave this guy money to make this fucking movie. It's that type of movie to me. But of course, they've got to fight. There's got to be some heartfelt stuff, or supposed to be. And he's got to defeat his father. And then they, like, it's not like the wife or the kid used like a bear trap on purpose, right? If I'm correct. I don't want to watch this again. But I might be wrong, but he gets caught in a bear trap. Yeah. A bear trap in a barn. Fine, if you want to leave a bear trap set in your barn, fine. I don't know. I mean, I've had some hunter friends and stuff, and, you know, I've been out there, and I love camping, going in the woods and stuff, and, you know, I haven't done a lot of hunting, but I don't know how, the practicality of leaving a set bear trap in your barn. Now, there could be someone who goes, no, of course we do, because if you live alone, you don't have the people to worry about. Bears come in and out, or cougars, whatever the fuck it is. But the infected man steps in it and gets caught and lets the mother and kid run away. Because that's what the movie is, the mother and the kid eventually figuring out, oh my God, you know what? I should be scared now. You know, I was terrified of the guy, the childhood friend who got in the car to show him where to go. Right? But, daddy, husband, his fucking arm is clearly infected. He's turning into things, losing teeth, losing hair, which is fucking ridiculous. And he's got to chew his fucking leg off. It's so stupid. And it's stupid fucking scene, because now he's got to fucking try to come after them, missing the leg. What the fuck do you think you were doing? It looks terrible. It's fucking, whatever you want to call it, three-legged animal walk, run with the leg. Hey, look, if you're not going to do superstitious stuff and have his leg regenerate or whatever, you know, or show the flesh on his arm is healed, you know, because as you're transforming, you become resistant or whatever, vulnerable to shit, and only a silver bullet can kill you. But fuck that. This is modern shit. Modern shit. And the father's got to take out the grandfather, right? So it's, oh, yay. But, hey, this guy, you know, you got to take themes from other movies and stuff. And, you know, the wife has got to kill the husband. It's because he can't control it. It's just fucking stupid. And this little theme they tried to do, which was cute once, where the father goes, read my mind. What am I thinking? And she goes, puts her hand on his head and says, you love your little girl. That type thing. And it's just done and done. And it's, you know what's coming. And it's the little girl who should be terrified, shitting and pissing all over the place, screaming, red-faced tears, terror. Because it's her father now. It's not just an outside influence, which was terrifying. It should be. But this movie is not scary. Right? You're running away from the beast. You got your mom and dad, and something's trying to bang through the door. That whole setup and stuff should be terrifying enough. Because if it is a wild bear, cocaine bear, whatever the fuck, it could be insane, right? You get it. I get it. But it doesn't work. But then you're watching your father not speak English, can't understand you, and it's just nonsense. Because it's got to end with he doesn't do the pretend, read your mind, oh, he wants it to end, blah, blah, blah. Wife kills him, and boom, the valley shot. Oh, it's so beautiful. What? An hour and 40 minutes of shit. 2 fucking good moments. The crashing of the U-Haul thing, truck, and one of the scenes where he's seeing a different lighting perspective, a night vision type thing, and the wife and kid's eyes are glowing white. It was a cool scene there. I would have liked the spider scene, but for some reason it just, by the end of it, I'm like, this is stupid. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the buildup of annoyance, how shitty the movie is, and getting through this horrible dialogue, shitty chemistry, horrible directing from the director, what the input is in some of the scenes, what should be emoted and shown. I mean, it's a movie, and it's dark as fuck, which is fine. You know, there are great ways to use darkness. Thinking of that, maybe one of the best Halloween scenes where Jamie's sitting on the ground and there's black doorways behind her, a little off to the right in the framing of the shot, and it's pitch black. But slowly, as Michael comes forward, you see the mask, the different coloration, and it's fucking awesome. So I get where it can work, but when your movie sucks and is just so shitty in all aspects, it becomes annoying. Like you can forgive things, and my brain can just adjust and like, hey, look, you know, oh my God, did I like Kraven the Hunter, or did I like Green Lantern? Whatever. I'm not going to defend them, and I know they're shit for the most part. But if I have a fun time and I'm just having a ball, yes, I like Miss Marvel or whatever. You know, I'm not going to defend them as good movies, though. This movie to me is bad on almost every level. The sound started fucking annoying me at one point. How do you fucking annoy me with the sound? That should be a great building aspect for a Wolf Man movie. Like, maybe that's what started bothering me about the fucking spider scene, because it was supposed to be a great enhanced senses type thing. You know, with someone trying to break in, no, he's hearing the fucking spider climbing on the wall. You know, maybe I'll chalk that up as a decent scene. I bet a lot of people like it. I can definitely see that without a doubt. So we've got Wolfman, and again, I don't give a fuck about the Invisible Man movie he did. There's some great acting in it. I know why people like it. It's a pretty good, maybe halfway great, a stalker movie, but I don't like attaching the Invisible Man to it. However, I'm not going to shit on it in that way. You know, it's just not for me. Like a great movie like Gladiator, the first one, Russell Crowe. I'm not into that movie, but I know the merits and I can see what works in it. It doesn't have to be for me. This movie should have been for me. Wolfman. Again, I didn't enjoy his movie, whatever. Now I do want to see Upgrade, so I haven't seen that. So maybe I'll be wowed by that. However, I don't want to watch it. As someone who loves like the Bionic Man, growing up on it and would love to see a movie based on that, anything with a cyborg and an upgrade movie, I want to watch it. As soon as I found out about what it was, I wanted to watch it. Now I don't. Now I'll get over that. That's an issue with me. But this is a big world with a lot of people in it. And once you start figuring out there are some people like me, what the fuck was that? Like me or close to it, there are, ways of saying, okay, look, you know what? We've got a bunch of people like-minded or whatever, and you don't have to cater to it, but you have to understand it. Again, this movie doesn't feel like it does anything for that. It doesn't feel like it tries to flesh out its characters, keep a good momentum of, because the movie's not scary, so thrills and suspense. It finds little moments that just don't work. It doesn't work. So what do we do? When you watch a movie like this, going in excited, not knowing anything, no bias, no nothing, but a love of werewolf movies, in general. I'm a big fan. I'm born in 71, so I'm not like 80 or whatever, but I do remember watching the Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Invisible Man. I mean, come on. Was it Claude Rains with the bandages and the Hollow Man? I fucking watched that. I watched that numerous times. Like, I get it. It doesn't have to be a great Oscar-winning movie. You don't have to super modernize things and shit on it. And that's what this fucking movie just seems like it's doing. A scratch infects the father and turns him into an infected man. Nothing has anything to do with a wolf man, in my opinion. There's not one thing that interests me in even fleshing out my own headcanon, which I can like to do, because I fancy myself a writer, blah, blah, blah. I run Dungeon Master, superhero stuff, and I write adventures, and I have a way I plot out my adventures, and one aspect is from the villain's point of view, or what's going to happen time-wise, and then what the characters and the heroes are doing. I can't even headcanon this shit to even say, like, oh, this could be interesting. This is what the Indians or whatever did and thought was werewolf type shit. Because if you want to play with that, that's fine. Okay, the guy gets disfigured, zombie almost like looking, and because he juts his jaw out a little bit, his lower jaw, and maybe his nose gets a little flatter or whatever. Oh, he's a wolf. He's a wolf man. No, this man is sick. He's got a virus, a flesh-eating, or fucking something type. This has nothing for me that brings me and bridges a gap between anything that has to do with the Wolfman in any lore. Give me halfway decent, fun tries with the Ginger Snaps. Some of the Wolfen movies. Like, there's some crazy shit out there. Oh, yeah, we want to see fucking nudity and, hairy fucking guys. Well, you can do a blend of both of them, right? I mean, what was great about the American Werewolf in London was the transformation, but it was also the wolf and how they had it on 4 legs and how menacing and looked like a fucking devil thing coming out of hell. And, you have the opposite, too much CGI in the Benicio del Toro one. But I liked it. Like, it's a period piece. It connects me to what would be the gypsy lore and, the moon and stuff. What the fuck was this? There was nothing here. It all had to happen from a fast spreading infection from a scratch. So right away, fuck off. Nothing in this movie would even attempt at any point to get me connected and bring me into the movie. Nothing. It's been a while since I felt this angry or disappointed in a movie. It has happened, but again, this could be me being honest about finding out it's Blumhouse and like what they did with The Exorcist, and even bringing in at the end the mother and fucking Reagan. Like, get the fuck out of here. Just shitty fucking movie and ripping off and trying to, and then you got this. It was like, I'm going to put my, flag here and I've modernized The Invisible Man. No, you didn't. It's a fucking sci-fi type movie. You want to consider that modernizing? Fine. There was no dialogue in the movie. Isn't part of The Invisible Man cool? Like when you hear a guy talking and whatever? No. Okay, so, but again, I do understand why that movie has good aspects. It could be a good movie, not for me, and people like it. Fine. But this is garbage. This would be the typical shit I expect Blumhouse to put out. And yeah, again, I'm happy they're out. It's almost like my Zack Snyder thing. Like, give him a DC Snyderverse on like Netflix or something. I don't give a fuck. Bring back Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, awesome. Ben Affleck, I loved him as Batman in a sense. This movie sucked. But when you see the vision of certain talented people and you want to ignite it and see what they can do, fine. People feel that way about whoever the fuck this is, Leigh Whannell. I don't like the Saw movies. The first Saw fucking movie, the first one. Now, I didn't say nothing, didn't notice it, but my friend said, didn't that guy is moving or breathing or something? When, spoiler, Jigsaw was laying in the bathroom. At the end of that movie, when he stands up, the big twist reveal, I went, fuck this movie, go fuck yourself. Like, those things don't make me go, wow, oh, cool, like Fight Club. Fuck off. You want to do it good like The Sixth Sense, that's fine. But, don't bullshit me and try to fucking tell me I got to go back and watch the movie 7 times to fucking figure out what the fuck your point was. Fine, I'll do it in a good movie or something that I enjoy. Again, saying a good movie doesn't mean Invisible Man by Leigh Whannell isn't good. It's just that it's not for me, so I get verbose and stuff. I can see why people like it, and I remember there were good aspects in there. The fucking actress, some of the build-up and suspense in that movie. But we're talking about Wolf Man, 2025. Directed by Leigh Whannell, written by him, fucking horrible. Horrible. It just doesn't appeal to me on any level. Get me hooked in. You know what? If you're going to do a shitty movie like this, make the transformation fucking amazing. Make him look like a sick cross like Wolfman. It does nothing. The best I could say, this is a fucking X-Files episode where Scully figures out that it makes them revert to like a Neanderthal. Fine. An hour goes by in my life, I chalk it up as a funny, weird X-Files episode. No. This is let's throw this guy fucking millions of dollars. Let's go. I don't know what the marketing is. I'm betting it's fucking garbage. Like everything in the trailers. This has got to be one of those type of fucking movies. And again, I don't know nothing. Even right now, I've never seen the trailer. I don't know anybody else's opinion on the movie. I don't have any conscious remembering of seeing even a blurb or a picture. All I knew was there's a Wolfman movie out. A friend saw a trailer and he didn't even tell me about it. He just knows, I'm a big fan of that stuff. And you can also play with special effects and practical. There's nothing wrong with it if you do it well. I fucking loved Underworld. I mean, maybe all the movies aren't spectacular, but what they tried to do here and there, some of the transformation CGI, but making it look like American Werewolf in London, but then seeing a practical effect standing there. Again, you can't fucking do these type of movies. Not when you're in this millennial fucking era. We're in 2025. That means, you know what? Some maniac gave Steven Spielberg money and he made Jurassic Park. So what's everybody's fucking excuse when in 1994, whatever fucking year it was, American Werewolf in London, The Transformation, The Thing, Terminator 2. I always say Terminator 1's a great movie, but you should go back and tweak those effects because it's stop animation. Arnold looks like a fucking rubber. When I don't think it's, like an android I could see because you're draining the fluids. But anyway, I'm going off the beaten path here, but you can do it. There's no reason why this movie looks stupid. The transformation is horrible. There's no association with a wolf man at all. What? So he juts out his lower jaw and he has like fucking teeth? Yeah, everybody has teeth, and this is not any special fucking twist on things. Yeah, you don't even have to elongate the jaw, make it like a fucking dog, wolf, nothing. You don't even have to do the Lon Chaney, the Wolfman. Well, I don't know what year it was, 2010 or whatever, with Benicio del Toro and Anthony Hopkins. And I fucking love that movie. I hope I can watch them two fight. And yeah, it's a CGI mess in a sense, but it fucking makes me feel attached to the old original Wolfmans and it feels attached to the legacy of those movies. Yeah, we can go back and watch the hour and 10-minute Lon Chaney movie and find greatness in it and stuff, but it is what it is. But the legacy, like over and over, all through the years, even some of the funny Abbott and Costello meet, Dracula, Wolfman and stuff, but it's zany but you can see the vision they had. Even if you don't like those movies and you roll your eyes at them, fine. There's no argument for me. But through the years, there were some great installments. Silver Bullet, you got fun, kind of wackiness in some of it. Look what they did with the vampires with like Lost Boys, and there are ways you can do it. I think there was a Daylight movie or something like that where the vampires are like modern. I forgot the actors in it. I think he was in like Sinister. In any case, I'm going on too long here for a shitty fucking movie that I didn't like. And again, not only do I like it, I would never recommend this movie. I don't think it's good. I think it's bad. But, I've been proven that I could be emotional, have biases. That's fine. I get it. I'm human. Wolfman 2025 by Leigh Whannell to me is garbage. This movie is a typical Blumhouse forget it movie. It'll have no legacy. This isn't getting a cult following in fucking 15 to 20 years with some insight into it. Now, I don't even like the Nosferatu movie, but I can see why people do, and I can see where that might get a cult following in the future. It's just not for me. I did that recently. So I'm surprised and no expectations, didn't know anything, no trailers, nothing, no who wrote it, who fucking's directing it, who was in it. Only thing I know is right before the podcast, I learned, and I do that for all my podcasts, where I'll go and look and see what the, what's going on with the plot and the wiki and stuff and the actors. And I'll sometimes, skip ahead to like critical response and stuff, but I didn't give a fuck here. Like, I'll do that later because I do have my routine of after I watch it and I settle in on my thoughts and do my meditation thing, and once I put the podcast out, I'll go and watch other people's reviews, reactions, and I think it's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be shills, who got free passes and taking pictures with fucking actors and whatever at their fucking VIP movie theater and press badge. nonsense garbage, and then people going, what a fucking waste. It's a waste. This is, at best, a couple of elements that should have been broadened and deepened. The relationships, the dialogue, the chemistry, the fucking... In the first 10 minutes, you had a better feel for everything than in the whole movie. And it's mind-boggling. It's fucking weird. So there you go. Wolfman 2025. I do not recommend this movie. I dislike it. I think it's garbage. Bad movie all around. I don't care about a couple of cool scenes or whatever. And again, I don't want to shit on the actors and actresses. I have a feeling these are great actors and actresses. The little kid, the wife. I have no doubt that someone could fucking point me to certain works. And I might not like the movie and stuff, but I'll go, wow, you know, they have acting chops and they're not superstars yet or whatever, maybe. But although I did look, and one of the chicks is from Ozark, so I get, you know, a little bit of memories here and there, like, oh shit, yeah, I have seen this guy and her somewhere else. But I'll end that here. Wow. Wolfman, what a fucking disappointment. All right, everybody. Take care. Till next time.